welcome back to the Samantha Hearne channel, and today we are talking all about how do you build your brand. And I know there's so much support out there and so much content, but I want to let you know how I built my brand and how my brand now speaks for me on so many levels. So if you love this video, I can't wait to hear all of your questions and conversation around branding, personal branding, whether you are a personal brander, whether you do personal branding photo shoots, whether you're looking to grow your brand. What is your brand? Let's talk branding. Hashtag brand chat down below. So I'm going to give you 5 very simple things that you can start to do right now and implement in your business, in the way you express yourself and your messaging to showcase your business brand to the absolute max. So my first top tip for you is all about talking triggers. Do you and your brand have a talking point or a talk trigger? So what I mean by that is, my talk trigger is always yellow. Everyone messages me, sends me DMs of yellow dresses, yellow sofas, yellow flowers, yellow anything, and says, this reminded me of you. Talking points are really important for your business, and for me, I love the colour yellow. It was the colour of my wedding, so it is a really big part of me, but that has created a talking point. It's created a talk trigger, and it's something now when people see yellow online, on social media, they think of a happy mind, they think of me. So in terms of my visual branding and my brand message, yellow is a huge part of that. Positivity, empowerment, confidence, love, sunshine, all of these things are really important to me and my values, but they now speak for themselves. People love having talking points. So some people use colors, but you absolutely don't have to. It could be your style, it could be your handbags, it could be your shoes, it could be your lipstick, it could be eating cake. It could be music or a song that you listen to. It could be how you wear your hair. Absolutely anything can be a talk trigger. So start to think about, what's your talk trigger? What do people remember instantly when they think of your brand? What do they mention to their friends? How do they talk about your business? What is it that they talk about when you aren't there, when you aren't online with them? Talk triggers are the biggest way to spread your message and spread your brand. So talking triggers. One more time, what's your talk trigger? My second top tip is, you have to give people a reason to come back. So often online I see people putting out posts and they don't reply. They're not asking questions, they're not showing that sincerity in their business or their brand. You have to give people a reason to come back. That could be through conversation, it could be through content, and it could be through competitions or challenges. There's so many other ways, but I love alliteration, so we're sticking with the 3 C's. So you want to do this through communication and conversation, talking to your community, the content that you're putting out. So you might tell people about what's coming up for your Instagram posts, for your stories. You might talk about the next live that you're doing, so that you're giving people a reason to come back to you, your brand, your business. And the final way to do with challenges and competitions, give people a reason to feel like they're part of something. How can you create that in your brand? Can you create that element of like a 5-stage challenge or 3-day series? And there are so many other things, like I said, but these are 3 simple ways that you can get people to come back to your business, to your online profile, and to start to connect with you as your brand. My third top tip is personality. I can't stress this enough. When you are talking to a camera, talking to your phone, talking to your computer, of course that is surreal, and of course that can sometimes feel abnormal, and you're just on your own, like right now, I'm just on my own with a camera, hello? But when you're watching this, it's so important that the personality comes through. You get that sense of the person. You are your brand. So if your personality isn't showcasing you and your brand, the energy and the message you're trying to bring will fall flat. So don't focus so much on being structured, knowing exactly what you're going to say, making sure you have a script and everything is perfect. Go with your personality. And if you do make a mistake, or you stutter, or you say the wrong word, just embrace it. We're humans too. And people love watching people. That's my next top tip. People love watching people. So if you are coming across as a person and you're showcasing yourself as a person, your brand will start to do that too. Your brand comes to life. Your brand becomes a person too. Your brand has personality and it becomes relatable and connecting. People can connect and resonate and relate to your brand because people love watching people. And if your brand is part of you, your personality, your business, your message, they will combine and absolutely elevate where you want your brand to go. So remember, number 4, people love watching people. I don't watch Gogglebox, but I have seen it a few times. Have you watched it? And there's so many other cases of people watching people. Gogglebox is the perfect example. We watch people watching TV. People watch you on your lives, on your Instagram stories, tell other people, and they then watch it. People love watching people, so please don't be afraid to bring personality to your brand. My final top tip, your brand has to stay current with you, with your messaging, and also with your community. So you have to keep moving and developing with your community. Your brand needs to be flexible. Your brand needs to be consistent, and your brand needs to be current. So if when you started your brand, you were obsessed with the color purple, but now you really don't like it, and it's nothing to do with your messaging, it's not on your website, it's nothing to do with your visual imagery, you need to think about adapting and becoming more current for you, your energy and your community. If you're thinking about more things around messaging and staying current, it's not necessarily with current affairs, but you want to stay current with the times. You want to stay current with the energy online, the energy that your community are looking for. So your content will move with the currency of your community. So if you start talking about Facebook and then you realize everyone loves hanging around with you on Instagram, you'll create content on Instagram. So make sure that your brand can stay current. It looks for current trends in the system, in your social media community, and you can start to monopolize on that. Use that to your advantage. Your brand is you, and it's so important that when you're looking at all of these tips, you take away what resonates with you and implement. Implementation is key. So, do you have talk triggers? Do you have a reason for people to come back? Are you showing your personality? Are you showing the person behind the brand? Or is it just lots of quotes and no one knows that you are part of your branding and your business? And finally, are you current? Are you bringing that to the table? Are you allowing people to feel that current energy and the zest for your business that you want to bring? So, building your brand in 2019 and how to build your brand, I really hope these top tips help you, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to find out, again, like I said at the beginning, who you are, what you do, what your business is about, what your brand is, and what makes you unique. I can't wait to see you on the next video. See you soon.